I just got finished doing like a description of the Billie Eilish song, Everything I Wanted. And that's a song Billie sings that talks about having a dream where she jumped off a bridge and suicide. And she woke up from the dream and she was really sad because it didn't actually happen. 27 years ago, I went to kill myself, and a band performing, busking on the street, was singing this song. And so I want to do another song on suicide and clinical depression. And this song was originally written by REM, and hopefully I've got all the right copyright information in the video underneath in the description tag, which means if it's done right, properly, there'll be advertising done and given to REM, and hopefully when I do it all right, it'll be okay. So I'm gonna put the song on the screen, and I'm going to play. This is the band, the Corrs, which is a beautiful band made up of beautiful female artists and a brother. I think it's three sisters and a brother. I think the Corrs are made up of. This is a song about suicide. I heard this song performed at one of the times I was going to kill myself 27 years ago. And this is going out there for all the people who are in a state, in a sad state. This is, I heard this song and it saved my life 10 years before Billie Eilish was born. And she may have heard this song, but I give it up for Billie Eilish, give it up for everyone having feelings of suicide. I'm going to play this song one time, and then I'm going to play it again and unpack it line by line and share what I feel it means. So let's have a look at some exquisite artists sing this song, and then let's have a look at the song and me describe every lyric and bring some meaning to it.
This next song that we're going to do for you is it's a song, a very special song. It's a song by REM, and we find it particularly appropriate on this occasion. And the fact that the truth is that we that have can help those that don't, and we must do that. It's a song called Everybody Hurts. When your day is long and the night is yours alone, if you're sure you've had enough of this life, hang on. Don't let yourself go, 'cause everybody hurts, and everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. Now it's time to sing along. When your day is night, hold on. And you feel like letting go, hold on. If you think you've had too much of this life, hang on. 'Cause everybody hurts sometimes. take comfort in your praise. Yet everybody hurts. Don't blow your hair. Oh, no. Don't blow your hair. You feel like you're alone. No, 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 you're not alone. If you're alone in this life, and the days and nights are if you think you've had too much of this life to hang on. 'Cause everybody hurts. Sometimes everybody cries. Sometimes everybody hurts. Sometimes everybody hurts sometimes. So hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, 'cause no, you're not alone.
Okay, people. If you're like me, you may have just had a bit of a tear. Let's go through this a little bit.
This next song that we're going to do for you is it's a song, a very special song. It's a song by REM, and we find it particularly appropriate on this occasion. And the fact that the truth is that we that have can help those that don't, and we must do that.
That's a really true point. You know, I lived. My wife left me years ago. I was sexually abused. I had a sexual abuse problem. I had an addiction to prostitutes. I had an addiction to pornography. My wife left me when I was married. I lived with my wife. I stopped the pornography. I stopped visiting the prostitutes. I had everything I wanted. I had a child, and then my wife told me to live, and I didn't want to live. I didn't want to keep on going. I had 2 attempts, 2 or 3 times. I decided to kill myself before then. The first time a couple of weeks after my wife left me. I wanted to kill myself. My younger brother gave me a reason to live on that day. He said, if you can't live for your wife and your child and your mother and your father and brothers and sisters and mum and dad's friends, if you If you can't live for them, live for everyone who's been sexually abused. Live for anyone who's had a violent father and a violent brother and lived with violence and rejection. Get up for people who've been married and lost a child and lost a wife and divorced. Get up for someone who's rejected, who's got a mental illness, who's got all sorts of problems and worries and concerns. Get up for all the rejected, broken, hurting people that are crying. Get up for them. If you can't get up for us, get your life together. Get your life into a state. Get your life into a place where you succeed and you got up and you're living and you're okay. Get up and share your message. You won't have to share how you did it. You won't have to share answers. Just share that you've been through all this pain and you're still living. And I did get up. I've written 55 books. This is my first book I've published, The Parables of Jesus Made Simple. Under the name Matthew Robert Payne, I've written 55 Christian books. I self-published each book. I self-published one book every month for 3.5 years, 45 books in 3.5 years. I think that's a world record. I don't think anyone's done it. I spent $120,000 publishing books on the Christian faith. Come to realize that a lot of Christians aren't really interested in doing what Jesus says, not really interested in living the Christian faith, not really interested in even pursuing or being anything like Jesus. And that was a surprise to me, makes me upset. I've done a 29 video and about 36-hour interview with John Lennon, who died, and I live in the next couple of years to publish that. I'm currently working, getting a book typed up where I describe Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, what she meant in the first chapter and the second chapter, how I lived for 27 years and lived through 5 suicidal attempts, 5 times I wanted to commit suicide, and how I lived for 27 years and tips to live for 27 years. So people who have should be giving to people who have not. I've got a lot of experience, a lot of reason, a lot of wisdom, a lot of understanding on how to fight clinical depression, a depression that is medical, that needs to be medicated, and you have to constantly fight this fog of suicidal depression that lays on your thing. So when she says those that have should share with those who have not, she's certainly talking about me. I've got something to offer. And finally, I'm speaking about the subject of suicide, how to survive, and bringing some hope and clarity into the subject that's so misunderstood.
There's a song called Everybody Hurts. When your day is long and the night.
So when the day is long and the night, you know what happens a lot when you're suicidally depressed, when you're clinically depressed, what happens a lot is you haven't got a job. You wake up depressed, sad, you got a feeling the whole day and you're bored. And then you stay up after night because a lot of the time you've got insomnia. So you're all alone with your depression during the day. You're all alone with your depression at night. So when she says, when you spend all day alone and the night is long, she's talking about the cycles, the fact that you haven't got friends, the fact that the night is long.
And the night is yours alone.
And the night is yours alone. There's no one there at night. You're up with your TV, with your radio, with your books, with your depression, all alone with no friends. When the day is long and you can't fill it out, and the night is yours alone, not with a friend, not with someone to talk to, all alone in your house with your thoughts of depression, with your suicidal depression, not wanting to live. When you're living days where they're all alone and boring, and you're living nights after nights all alone with no friends, and your nights alone. It's not a night alone having a night off from your friends. It's not a night alone having a night off from friends and good times and just having a night to yourself, a night alone. It's a night alone. It's a night that you always live. It's a night alone. It's a boring night. It's a repetitive night. It's all day and all night, all day and all night, fighting and fighting to stay alive. You're really sad. You're really depressed. And when you meet one of these days where you've been all alone and the night is yours alone, we'll go on.
If you're sure you've had enough of this life.
Okay, if you reach the stage, brothers and sisters, if you've reached the stage where you're sure, where you're totally sure, if you're watching this video, if you've reached the stage, this song is for you. If you've reached a stage where you're totally sure you've had enough of this life, she says, hang on. She says, if you've reached this stage where you're totally sure you've had enough, the answer in this song is hang on.
Hang on. Don't let yourself go. 'Cause everybody cries.
So when you've had enough and you've reached the end and you feel you want to go, when you've had enough of this life, when you've had day and night and hundreds of days and nights, when you've reached a stage where you're sure you don't want to go and you don't want to live on, you need to hang on. Don't let yourself go. Don't pull the pin. Don't jump off that bridge. Don't shoot the bullet into your head. Don't take that overdose of heroin. Don't let yourself go. Just make a decision, guys. Make a decision. If you're in that place, just don't let yourself go, right? Because her answer is everybody hurts. Everybody hurts. And it's not just you, right? It's just not you.
Everybody hurts sometimes.
So if you're at that place where you're at your end and you're ready to do something, what they say is a mistake or hurt yourself or harm yourself, something dangerous. If you're in a place where you want to kill yourself and you want to let go and you just want to say, hey, I'm checking out of here. She says, just console yourself in the fact that everybody hurts. Everybody hurts. Just gotta hold on. Hold on. Okay, so this is what the song's about, guys. This is what the song's about. I hope my tears help you hold on.
Sometimes everything is wrong.
So it's the fact about that situation. It's the fact that REM are singing about. Sometimes everything is wrong. Your job, your car, your wife, your kids, your destiny, your future, your hope, your finances, your hopes of success. Everything's blocking your breakthrough. Everything's stopping your depression. Nothing. Everything. Every aspect. Everything is wrong. If you're in that state.
It's time to sing along when you're dead.
So if that's your state right now, if that's the state you're in right now, if you're watching this and there's tears flowing down, when the days are lonely and the nights are yours alone, when everything's closing in, when you haven't got a reason to live, everything is going wrong, well, just hang on. Just take comfort that everybody hurts sometimes. And if you're in that state where you've had enough, you just can't cope, You just can't get through the night. You can't just make it through one more day. She said, if you're in that state right now, as you listen to this, it's not time to go. It's time to sing along.
And you feel like letting go. Hold on. If you think you've had too much.
If you think you've had too much of this life, don't check out, folks. Find a reason. Jump up and grab something. Find what you need to stay alive. If you think you've had too much, just hold on. Hold on. I'm begging you, as you listen to this, as this opens you up, as my tears, my explanation of where you are, my understanding of where you are, hold on, just sing along to this song.
Of this life, hang on.
What do you need to do? You need to hang on. Since I wanted to kill myself, and the person heard me hear this song, and he saved my life. My testimony is, I found reasons. I found reason after reason, day after day. I found a way to hang on. And I'm here sharing this with fresh tears, like Billie Eilish would have her throat jump and nerves come in the mouth when she sings a song because she's resonating so strong with the pain. Just like I'm explaining this song and I'm crying. I know this pain, guys. I know this pain. My last name is Pain. What the hell chance have you got in life when your last name is Pain?
Cause everybody hurts. Sometimes take comfort in your friends.
So she says, here's two things to keep you alive. Just consider everybody hurts. So there's friends of yours, there's people that you know that have hurt really bad. So go and talk to them. Go and share your pain with them. Go and open up to them and take comfort in your friends. Find some comfort. Now I know that's a good lyric, but I know I haven't got any friends. I've just got one friend. And when you haven't got any friends, who do you take comfort in? So I can understand this verse can be really real, this song can be really real, but it can be worse than that. It can be a state with no friends.
Yet everybody hurts. Don't blow your head.
Don't blow your hand or don't throw your hand. In poker, you can throw your hand. When you finish gambling, when things are stacked up against you, when everyone seems to have a better hand, everyone else seems to be winning, you can throw your hand. In boxing, or wrestling, you can throw the towel in, you can throw your hand. You can throw the towel in and say, I give up. And if you're not giving up, if you're not getting hit, your coach can throw the towel in. He can throw it in for you and save you from getting beaten up. She's saying when all this is happening, when you're in this state, don't throw your hand in, don't give up. Don't blow your hand, I think she's saying that. I haven't got the lyrics in front of me, but just don't give up, guy. Find a reason. She might be saying don't blow your hand, and that would be like, don't give up until the game's over. Don't waste the life that you have and everything that you have. Keep your hand in you. hand. Don't throw your hand in. Don't blow your hand. Keep living while you got breaths coming into you. Don't stop your breaths by choice.
Feel like you're alone.
And you are alone, and you feel like you're alone. And the more depressed you are, the more you realize that no one really understands you. You don't feel like anyone understands you. And even though there are people in your life, even though you may mix with people, even though you go to a workplace, you can be in a place full of people that love you, that say they love you, and still be very much alone, not understood. They can't understand you. They can't get into your mind. They can't feel what you feel. You say you're depressed. You say you want to kill yourself, and they say, snap out of it. You know, you shouldn't feel like that. You've got a good life. Everything's going well for you. Like Billie Eilish, 4 Grammy Awards, and she wants to kill herself. Why is that? Because she feels so alone. She feels like no one understands. She feels all alone in her poverty, in her success, and in the hundreds of people around her. She feels like she's all alone. No. Right, so she's saying, even though it's presenting itself as you're meeting people and you're around people and you're around people who say they love you, say they understand, and you're saying to yourself, I'm all alone. No one understands. No one knows me. No one can feel me. No one can understand my pain. I'm all alone. She's saying, no, you're not alone. If you can hear it, if you can receive it, you can live. If you're on your own in this life. So she's saying there is a state where you are alone. She's talking to you now. If you're all alone, if you are alone in this life, let's hear what she said. And the days and nights are long, all day and all night. You're all by yourself. You're bored. You've got no purpose. You're running out of reason to live. You're totally bored. You've got no friends. The nights, days and nights just stretch on forever. You think you've had too much. If you're at that state, once again, we repeat, if you're at that state where you've had enough, like I said to my brother in the shower when I was first suicidal, I've had enough. If you think that you've had too much and you just want to check out of this life, if you've had too much of this life, to hang on. Just hold on. You think you've had too much of life just to hang on. Does everybody hurt? Everybody hurts. Sometimes. Everybody cries. Everybody hurts sometimes. Just take thought. Just think about this. Just take a thought. Get some comfort in this. Sometimes. Everybody hurts. Everybody hurts. Take comfort in that. Take comfort in this. Everybody cries. Everybody cries. What's she saying that? What's the REM saying that? Everybody hurts and everybody cries. And those everybody that hurts and everybody that cries, if you reach out to one of them, even though their life seems like it's together, maybe you can approach them, share your pain, and they'll resonate, they'll have empathy with your pain because they've hurt and they've cried. Just remember, your friends, they've hurt and they've cried. Everybody hurts and everybody cries. There's answers there, guys. There's answers there. There is an answer there. If you just take the time to listen to this song, reach out to one of your friends for help. Sometimes everybody hurts. Sometimes
sometimes.
So there's your answer there, guys. And you know, sometimes all you need is the testimony. Sometimes all you need, folks, and this is the reason for this video. This is how I'm going to be a popular speaker in the future one day. Sometimes all people need to know is that you've been weeping, that you've been crying, that you've been through the same hard life that they're trying to get through. Perhaps I'm the person that's cried. Perhaps I'm the person who suffered. Perhaps I'm the person, as you watch this, that you need to make a friend on Facebook and reach out to. Because I can tell you, she can tell you, REM can tell you, the song can song, the person who wrote the song, who understands suicide so long, easy and so well. They understand everybody hurts and everybody cries. And everybody cries and hurts and reaches a bad state of crying sometimes. So hold on, everybody hurts.
So hold on, hold on.
I have to say this girl is exquisitely beautiful. And I really believe the Corrs had an album of the Corrs. I really loved their songs. I really believe the Corrs family are just beautiful people. And it's just such a blessing of mine, such a blessing to play this song and to look upon her beauty, listen to her beautiful voice, listen to those wonderful instruments with that violin and the special sounds of this song. I hope you remember this song. The Corrs, Everybody Hurts. I hope if you're new to this song, that this song really touches you in a deep way. After I finish this explanation, instead of having my voice all the way through it, I'm going to play the song one more time and just let you resonate, let you meditate, let you reflect on what I said, and just hear the song one more time before you turn it off and press like and comment and write to me and say, that's such a great video, man.
Hold on, hold on.
And if you're a male, just listen to her and look at her. That'll cheer you up. And I don't mean that in any sexist way, girls.
Hold on, 'cause no, you're not alone.
How many of those people clapping are suicidal? How many of those clapping just know the song and love the song? How many of those people clapping are really suicidal? I know if you logged on to this song, if you found this song, if you're watching this video, if you're enduring this fat guy talk to you, overweight, mentally ill, bipolar fat guy talking to you, if it's making sense to you, there's a reason. If I'm just touching one person, this is just an hour of my time. It's worth it just to touch one person. This isn't made, this is, if you watch my 2100 videos, if I do this properly, this will have ads on it. I won't be earning any money from the ads. The copyright owner of this song will be earning the money. I'll be owning the original artist, maybe the Corrs or maybe REM, some money for unpacking and explaining this song. And in that way, I'm happy. It's like the more people that watch this, the more people that are buying albums. And every time you watch this, you'll be helping REM make other good songs. I think REM are retired, but I'm really pleased. This is my favorite. I don't know if I've ever watched REM. I think I've only ever watched this Corrs edition. And if you're ever in a sad place, just turn this video on, watch the beginning and skip to the end. And use this edition of the Corrs to watch. And just from time to time when you're really sad, just listen to what I have to say. Believe me, you know, Jesus Christ is standing in the corner here. They call that schizophrenia. That's my level of faith, and I've met him many times. I've met him 5 times in the flesh, in bodies where he's put on a body like a new jacket, like a new body, and he's wore a new body to heaven and met me. I've met him 6 times. 3 friends of mine who've gone into a trance, like homeless people, and then started to talk, and it's Jesus talking directly to me. I've met Mary Magdalene 2 times in the body of a female, and Mary Magdalene has spoken to me. I've met Elijah, I've met Enoch, and if you can receive it, I've even met God in a human being. So it's possible to meet saints, but even if Jesus was here, even if Jesus is here in the flesh, and he is here now, you know, if he put out his hand, and even though I've got prophecies that promise I'm going to have a New York Times bestseller, even though I've got this bright future, I'm going to be used and bless thousands of people, Jesus put out his hand now and said, come on, Matthew, come to heaven with me. I'd be out of here. I'd be out of here. I'm constantly living with not wanting to be here. I know, if anyone knows what it's like to live with clinical depression and live when you don't want to live, I know that. I know the feeling of that. And for years, this song has kept me alive. I hope that if you've never heard this song, that you put this on your memory or your bookshelf or your bookmarks on your computer. You have to come back to this song. I hope that if you know someone's depressed, you know someone's suicidal, if you've got drug addict friends or addicted friends or prostitutes or people with any sort of addiction or obesity or any sort of sign of sadness or clinical depression, you have friends that are depressed, do them a favor, send them this video, send them what I've had to say. I won't be earning money on all my other 2,100 videos. They're not monetized. My videos will never be monetized. It's not about money for me, it's about the message. So I hope this bless you. If you want to comment. If you like this. If you want to share this with a friend, share it. If you want to write to me and get in touch, write to me and get in touch. If you want to look up my books on my website, you can check out my books and go onto Amazon, buy my books. All my books are 99 cents on Kindle, save one of them is $3, $3.99. It's 400 pages. I've interviewed Michael Jackson twice in 2 books. I've interviewed Mary Magdalene twice in 2 books. I've interviewed Princess Diana. I've got a playlist on YouTube with an interview with John Lennon with 29 videos. There's a lot of free content. I've got an interview with Michael Hutchins, the member of In Excess, the lead singer of In Excess years ago. He saved my life one time. I was going to kill myself and I heard on the news that he died. It was suspected suicide. I had my suicide note. I was on the way out the door to post it and suicide. And his suicide kept me alive. I know about suicide. I know about 4 times I've gone to suicide and someone saved me. One time a busker, a team of musicians were playing this song, made me cry. The person that approached me told me all about my life and all about my plans and gave me a message of God personally that kept me alive. I'm still alive now. I think I'm alive to give you this message. I'm no one special, guys. I'm no one special. I'm not an amazing person, but when you talk about special, I've written 55 books, spent $120,000 self-publishing those books. So I am pretty special. There's not many people you know that's written 55 books. There wouldn't be anyone you know that's published 1 book a month for 3.5 years, 45 books in 3.5 years. I think it's a world record. I don't think anyone will be able to beat it. I am special, and we're all special, and we're all unique. I've got one message before we go, before I play this, and that is, if you're in a state, I'm going to I'll look at you fully and give you a full screen and then come back. I'm going to do a full screen. I'll give you this and then I'll go back to the message and play out. If you're in a state, if you're right now in a state or you reach a state in the near future, in the next year or 2 or whenever you reach a state where you've had enough, you've decided a way that you're going to successfully kill yourself, I want you to know you've got my permission, you've got my love, and you've got my blessing. I don't think you're a loser. I don't think you're a quitter. I think every month, every year that you live with clinical depression, you succeed and you're a real winner. If you're at a state and you reach a state where you've had enough, can you do me a favor? If you're an agnostic, if you're an atheist, if you're Hindu, Buddhist, Muslim, homosexual, whatever the church would categorize you as someone who's not a believer and not going to heaven. Whether you are a Christian, whoever you are, whatever your faith, I want to tell you a story. I've told some good friends of mine this story, and I want to tell it to you before we close out this video. Well, as Jesus Christ, the Messiah, was dying, he was on a cross in excruciating pain. The guy next to him said, hey, if you're the Messiah, if you're the so-called winner, if you're the guy doing all the miracles, if you're so damn amazing, if you're the Son of God, get yourself down from that cross and get us down from the cross. You're a loser, man. You say you're a winner, you got all this sort of power. If you got all this power, get yourself down and get us bloody down, okay? You're a total reject, mate. You're a total loser. The other guy on the other side shouted out and said, who the hell are you, man? This guy's real. We're real criminals. We've been crucified by the Romans because we've done something very bad. But this guy, all he's ever done is speak the truth. You only got to look into his face and know he's real. You only have to meet him to know he's authentic. He's real, he's innocent, he's getting crucified for something he didn't do. This is one person who's not guilty. He said, hey, Jesus, you King of the Jews, remember me when I die, okay? I know that you're going to the afterlife. I know you're going to a great place, and I haven't lived a great life. But can you do me a favor? When I die, can you take me to where you're going? Jesus looked over to him and said, surely, before the sun goes down, or surely, he said something, surely today you will see me in paradise. And paradise at that time was a place under the earth, separate from the place of Hades and fire and eternal punishment and what we call today hell. And Jesus met with him, and paradise now is a place outside of heaven that if you haven't got a tremendous faith, you might live there. It's like paradise on earth. But paradise can be heaven. You can go to heaven. So if you're in that state, if you ever get to that state, just remember this fat guy, this fat guy from Australia, this overweight, bipolar fat guy that wrote 55 books. If you ever reach a stage where you've had enough, you've got my permission. You got my blessing. Just do me a favor, could you? Just do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Just put your hand up in the air before you kill yourself. Put your hand up in the air and say, Jesus, that Jesus of that fat prophet, that fat writer in Australia, please remember me when I die. I believe that I'm a sinner. I believe that you died for the sins of the world. I'm not particularly religious. I've never really deserved to go to heaven, but I know you paid the price for me. As I kill myself, and I'm sorry for that, but as I kill myself and give up on life, I put my hand up this day and say, Jesus, please, like that thief on the cross, remember me when I die. Just do that for me. That's all I ask you do. You've got my permission. If you've had too much, you've got my permission to die, okay? And do one for me too. When you get there, say to Jesus, can I talk to Matthew? And start talking to me because I'll be able to hear you, okay? But do me a favor, don't take your life without saying what I tell you. And if it comes a time, save this video, if it comes a time you need the words to say, just play this last part of the video before the video, the song starts for the third time and the second time without me singing. Just come to that part and just sing. Just say what I said to say. I can't get it back to, I don't know, how to so there. I might be able to. I might try and find it again. Sorry about this, guys. We're going to play that, and I really want it. I really want to play that again. Here's another version of that. Maybe we play that version.
We started using Google Ads to get the message out there. We were offering grooming. One of the really great things about Google Ads is you don't have to be a marketing expert. It's just so easy. Since we started using Google Ads, we've really doubled the size of the store.
Can't get it. Sorry, guys. Can't seem to get the video to share. Oh yeah, here we go. So let's see if we can play this. This is a different version of the same song, same chords, but a different version. So let's see if we can see something else. Skip ad. So minimize this and let's see. You like this? This is acoustic version. God bless you, man. See you now in the future. Get in touch if you need to.
When your day is long and the night is yours alone. When you think you've had enough of this life, hang on. Don't let yourself go. 'Cause everybody cries. Everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong.
She's beautiful, isn't she? One of the sisters. This is the brother.
It's time to sing along.
They're all
when
beautiful
your day
family.
is not hold on.
So there's three sisters and a brother.
Feel like letting go. If you're sure you've had too much of this life, hang on. 'Cause everybody hurts sometimes. Take comfort in your friends.
I can be that friend for you.
Everybody hurts. Don't blow your hair. Oh no. Don't blow your hair. If you feel like you're alone. No, 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 not alone. If you're on your own in this life, and the days and nights are long, if you're sure you've had too much of this life to hang on. Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody cries sometimes. Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody hurts sometimes. So hold on, 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 hold on. No, you're not alone. Thank you.
So I hope that was encouraging to you. I'm going to make a playlist of Billie Eilish, a song, the unpacking of her song. I'm going to make a playlist of this, and I'm going to make a playlist of my video about the Billie Eilish song, as well as unpacking the song live, and my answers to how I've lived 27 years with suicidal depression. And I hope that playlist on my YouTube channel, videos on suicide, for instance, I'll make it. I hope that really helps you and blesses you. If you like this, press like. If you feel one of your friends would benefit from this, share it on your Facebook, share it with your friend. If you want to comment, I'd love to hear your comment. If you want to get in touch with me via email or friend me on Facebook, go ahead and do that. God bless you and keep you, and may I see you in heaven one day. God bless.